Well, I've been up to Talbon, and this is one of the downsides of being in the Philippines. Our simple life often means what in the Philippines they call brownouts, which for anybody in the West is a power cut. So it will be on for several hours now, I'm sure. So instead of waiting up there, I'm going home and find something productive to do. On the way, with some of the videos that we've been putting up, such an incredible amount of negativity, and because some of the videos had been showing our meeting with a couple, 2 or 3. Sorry, I'm driving as well, so I need to focus on both. So instead of looking at the possibility that 2 people have found each other and have the chance of a happy life together, people who are that way inclined tend to focus on the negative and then say, it's all about money. And actually I found that it's not all about money. The ones that I feel are possibly suspect are the ones where a man has come over here looking for another chance at life, which is available here in the Philippines, and has found what I call an overtly sexy woman who is sharply dressed and outgoing in her sexuality. In other words, she's broadcasting it. And what I've found is that those are the relationships which are possibly going to founder. But the actual, my experience of Filipinas, the women, is not about money. It can be said that, especially in the province, that women have experienced hardships in their life which most Westerners would have given up on life, and yet these women still have the ability to shine through and smile and have fun, and they do it in a way which is totally foreign to us foreigners. Anytime that I have interacted with Filipinos, I've always found them to be generous and open and fun-loving. Now, if you've come over here as a foreigner, if you've come over here and it is your intention that you're going to play the field, what us foreigners would call playing the field, which for Filipino people would be that you're going to be the playboy. And if that's your intention, well, possibly you've come to the right place, because if you are that way inclined, then possibly your way of life surrounds alcohol and smoking and other vices which are also available here in the Philippines and ruining the lives of anybody that it comes into contact with. Now, those people apart, most of us are not here for that. Most of us are here for a second chance. I got my second chance. I say second chance. I got my other chance at having a happy life. Has that been an easy life? No, it's not. A lot of people that are following our YouTube videos and Facebook, they may be forgiven for thinking that we live in a paradise, that we never have a crossroad between us, Beth and I, that everything is just hunky-dory. But it's not. it has to be worked at. It's hard. It's not easy to live closely to someone who is of a different culture and thinks in a completely different way as yourself. As foreigners, we come over here and we really don't know the extent of the programming that we've been conditioned to. And it's only when you come over here, if you start to really look inward instead of outward, you'll find that our life abroad, though it was spoilt in some ways, is highly programmed, highly conditioned in many other ways. We don't know, we're unaware of how conditioned that is, right from parents. It starts with parents to teachers, and then as we grow on, we start to drive and we start to work. We are conditioned. I'm not saying that this is 100% bad, because a lot of it, when living in close proximity to other people, it means that your survival is assured, or while not guaranteed, you have the best chance of survival. Because when you have so many cars on the road, when you have so many people driving, then having rules for driving and teaching people how to drive properly and have a courtesy for other people on the road is important. And how do you do that? You do that in the West by enforcing it. And how do you enforce it? You have cops, and the special cops that are patrol cops, who are on, well, certainly in the UK, those who are on motorcycles are famous for being ruthless. So don't expect any mercy from a cop on a bike. You won't get it. Now, we don't have that here, so that's one of the upsides of being here, is that certainly in the province, which is where I am, we rarely see cops, and when we do, they're usually in a patrol car, because a few are on motorcycles, but I never see them. We don't have enforcement of many things, which can be a downside, like people drive without lights at night, and this is a heck of a dangerous thing, because you might be overtaking into what you think is darkness, and actually there's somebody coming towards you that doesn't have any lights on. And also, when you're charging along and you think that the road is clear, you're actually you're suddenly looking at a motorcycle or a tricycle that doesn't have any lights.